video number 2 in my series about contracts in the state of Georgia when purchasing residential real estate. Today we're going to be talking about buyer's brokerage. What is buyer's brokerage? So when you sign a contract in Georgia, you'll see at the bottom it says that the listing agent is working with the seller in this type of capacity and the buyer's agent is working with the buyer in this capacity. Well, what are those capacities? Well, you have as a customer and as a client and as a designated agent, there are multiple ways to represent a person in a transaction as a real estate agent. Now, what we typically like to do is represent you as a client. That allows us to offer you all of our expertise, advice, and our knowledge about the process. If by chance you do not wish to be represented that way and you want to handle everything yourself, you can be represented as a customer. So what was happening in the state of Georgia many years ago is that all buyers were working with agents and being represented as customers because the buyer's agent was really not a buyer's agent. They were a sub-agent to the seller. So every time this agent that was showing you properties opened a door to a property, they were actually representing the seller, and they were really going to negotiate in the best interest of the seller. Well, we all got together and decided that, hey, that's a bad idea. We really need someone working in the best interest of the buyer through the entire process, working on making sure the repairs are done properly, making sure you're getting the very best price possible based on the comparable properties. So that is how buyer's brokerage was born. And most brokers require some kind of agreement to be signed prior to taking you out to look at properties. No one's trying to trick you into anything by asking you to sign a buyer's brokerage agreement. But it will outline the ways that your realtor is supposed to represent you in your best interest. It will also outline the way they are paid and compensated through the process. Typically, the seller negotiates with their broker on a commission. And that broker, the listing broker, agrees to share that commission with any buyer's agent that shows the property and makes an offer and ends up closing. So there are ways where sometimes a realtor may ask for more compensation. Perhaps it's a particularly difficult transaction, and you come to agreement that you will pay them an additional flat fee or an additional percentage at closing. That would be prearranged in the buyer's brokerage agreement. So make sure you sign one because it will protect your interest as well. So that is buyer's brokerage agreement.